Thank you very much. We heard a lot yesterday about the challenges racing is facing, and in most jurisdictions within members of this group and also in the Northern Hemisphere as well, wagering funds racing. We heard a lot of really positive advocacy yesterday in relation to large pari-mutuels and liquidity and world pools. And whilst I agree that is the answer for part of the ecosystem, part of the problem that we all face. Having spent over 20 years working in wagering in Australia and America, which are probably two of the most competitive markets right now with multiple operators, I do have queries about whether one pool is going to be our answer. We're not just fighting for the wagering dollar, we're fighting for our customers' disposable income. Now, and in times of certainly higher inflation, cost of living increasing, we now need to make sure that the customer has $100 or $200 on a Saturday or on a Wednesday or whatever day he bets or she bets anywhere in the world, that they have a reason to spend their money on the horse racing. We're competing with restaurants, we're competing with theme parks, we're competing with every single part of a country's ecosystem. So from that matter, wagering needs to be fun. It needs to be innovative, and it most certainly needs to be slightly different to how it is, and if we don't change, we die. So for that today, we'll work through that. We have four speakers who will speak to you each for about 10 to 15 minutes. They are people of very, very high calibre. First, we'll hear from Michael Fitzsimons, the Executive Director, Wagering Products at the Hong Kong Jockey Club. Excuse me here. Michael drives Hong Kong Jockey Club's wagering business with responsibility for horse racing, football and lotteries. He also leads the commingling business of World Pool and China Sports Lottery Cooperation and Development in Beijing. Michael also represents the HKJC as an ExCo member of the Asian Lottery. We'll then hear from Nick Smith, Director of Racing and Public Affairs, Ascot Racecourse. Nick joined Ascot in 2000 and has held various roles covering racing, international relationships and corporate and racing communications and public affairs, and was promoted to his current role of Director of Racing and Public Affairs in 2019. Nick's played a key role in the international business and Royal Ascot in particular, building relationships across many stakeholders and participants in the Middle East, Japan, Hong Kong, Australia, America, Canada, Europe and across the world. Following this, Lachlan Fitt, Chief Financial Officer and Deputy CEO of Entain Australia and New Zealand will present. Lachlan is a passionate racing enthusiast who oversees not only core finance and data analytic functions, he's also instrumental in driving M&A and business development initiatives for the company. This includes a 25-year strategic partnering agreement to operate the New Zealand tab. Lachlan also brings a wealth of experience from his previous positions as an equity analyst at Macquarie Group, where he covered the Australian gambling industry. We will then have Alec Frost, co-chair of the World Tote, who I'm sure will be able to have many arguments against perhaps what I've suggested earlier. Alex is the Chief Executive of the UK Tote Group, which has owned and operated the UK Tote since 2019. In 2020, the UK Tote signed a strategic alliance with Tote Island, bringing the pools together. Alex is a lifelong racing fan and runs Ladieswood Stud, as well as having flat and jump horses in training in the UK and Ireland. He runs several syndicates as a member of the Epsom Downs Racecourse Guild. This session will then finish with a panel where we'll be joined by Martin Pubrick. Martin will be known to many of you. He's the preeminent expert globally on fraud and mismanagement of money within racing. Thank you.